afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brett Lawrence. I'm a private in the U.S. Army Military Police Corps, the 442nd Military Police. I'm also a certified law enforcement officer, Liberal Police Department in Kansas. Let me just start by saying I feel that I'm a little more grown up than most people my age. I'm 22 years old. I made a few steps towards the right direction. Let me begin by saying what I do, what I was like. I have a small child. He's 14 months old. Everything I do for him, but I wouldn't be where I was if it wasn't for the youth services programs. I was once a 15-year-old kid. I was a punk. I had no direction. I had no sense of duty. I was rude to my parents, rude to people I met on the street. I didn't care for the laws. I didn't care for government. In fact, I didn't care about school. Shocking, I know. A teenager doesn't care about school, right? I cut classes. I failed tests. I wasn't quite kicked out of school, but I was asked to stop attending. All in all, I was a waste. I was a kid, whose other children's parents saw and thought, I wouldn't want him hanging out with my kids. Well, luckily, my guidance counselor, Lindbrook, he saw a small amount of potential in me, and he recommended me towards the Harriet Eisman Community School. I thought, great, just another lame high school. I'm not going to want to go to this one either. Well, I had my first meeting with Julie Sabino, and I was instantly hooked. It was a school I could attend at night. There was interesting classes, and the teachers seemed great. Let's fast forward another year. My truancy is almost non-existent. I'm actually excited to go to school. I'm attending classes on photography. I'm in a class called Gruesome History. Unorthodox names, I know, but essentially a class on battles in the darker side of history, which kind of teaches us not to repeat the same mistakes. And the photography, it helped me to really, truly appreciate a sunrise, a cloudy day, a park, things I would walk by and just think it's every day. I will admit, the punk in me was not yet gone. I managed to get into trouble, and I was at a very low point in my life. I was depressed, confused, and I didn't know what to do. I had friends to turn to, but how much could another 16 or 17-year-old offer in advice? One day, Julie called me into her office and engaged me in a discussion about what I was going through. I'll admit it was a painful and awkward conversation, which turned into me being able to talk and vent to her. We spoke for hours, and we had these therapy sessions, and they continued for quite some time. By able to speak with Julie, my principal, about what I had gone through, I was able to face myself again and start my path to becoming the man I wanted to be. Julie and I met regularly to talk. In fact, many HEX graduates did, HEX being Harriet Eisman. We still stop by, still see our former teachers and our mentors. We talk to the new students about who we are, where we've gone, what we've become. All these things, they would have been impossible if it wasn't for the guidance of the staff at the Harriet Eisman Community School. The private standing next to me is also another HEX graduate. He and myself are both military police officers in the 442nd Military Police Company. I won't bore you with how I did this or what I did there, but I enlisted in the U.S. Army after much deliberation and thought. Of course, I did go to Julie first about it, and we talked about the pros and cons of the military, and in the end I joined and began my service career. Lastly, without HEX, I would only have a GED, if I even finished. I wouldn't be able to serve, I wouldn't be able to become a police officer. My life would not be where it is today. I wouldn't be able to support my son. I would not be a respectable member of society that I feel that I am, if it were not for Julie and the staff at HEX. I urge and implore you to keep the Harriet Eisman Community School open, if not for the children who attend, for the people who one day become. Thank you.